There are so many great airlines in the world. Airline may be a bridge between the people and between the country. Basically, airline business really contributed to the people's happiness.
How have you positioned Zipair in the market, and how have you differentiated it from other airlines?
So we are just started 5 years ago. If we do same activity as other airline, we cannot catch up. So we needed to think about new item, the latest something.
Can you tell me a little bit about who you work for now and what you do?
And CMO of Zipair. So I have responsibility for long-term business strategy and marketing strategy and branding. And also, I developed new businesses. Our passenger order something from their own device, like Uber in the sky. What you can do in ground, we should also provide the same situation in the sky. Zipair is not LCC. Of course, Zipair is not full-service carrier, but we would like to be new basic airline. So what is a new basic airline?
Thank you very much, Takuya, for joining us today. It's really great to have you. I wanted to ask you, I noticed that nearly all of your career has been working in the airline industry.
Yes.
What do you like working for airlines?
First is very global. Currently, our company is in Japan, but I always feel about global. So it's very impressive and really exciting for me. And second is, it's very dynamic.
Even though you've spent most of your career working for airlines, I did notice that you spent some of your career.
Yes.
You left the airline and you worked for a fintech company.
Yeah, yes.
Why did you decide to join a fintech company?
Okay, so I think I mainly working with payment and consumer finance. So as you know, fintech or finance function is very important for enterprise, especially B2C. Because currently, with Zipair as a main channel is a direct channel. So almost all people, a passenger, purchase their ticket through our website. And the payment is a very important function of our website. To run fintech and to catch up the latest of fintech, it's also contributed to the current enterprises, I believe.
Takuya, can you tell me a little bit about who you work for now and what you do?
Now, I'm CMO of Zipair. So I have responsibility for long-term business strategy and marketing strategy and branding. And also, I developed new businesses like souvenir platform and so on.
And why did you decide to join Zipair?
For me, so Zipair is very exciting. So as you know, airline business is very legacy businesses, so have so many history. I think so there is no big difference from previous year. But so Zipair is really different from other legacy airline. Zipair is really focusing on digital experience. And Zipair really wants to create new basic, new value with digital and the latest technology. So such a latest technology is really attractive for me. And I believe career of Zipair really exciting and challenging for me.
You're the first marketer that I've interviewed who has a maths and science background. With the way marketing has changed in the last 20 years, your mathematics and science training, has that helped you as a marketer?
I think so. Mathematics is very common in all businesses because marketing is based on some facts, evidence. So means that we need to prove how this hypothesis is correct or not. But I believe so. Marketing should be consist of both science and art. Science is based on facts, based on evidence. Art is it's difficult to explain, but I think it's a kind of a spice. So if we do every measure, every activity is based on science, based on factor, sometimes it's very normal. But we think based on facts based on evidence and add some spice. I call the arts. I think that we can we can produce more creativity.
I guess that gets into this idea in advertising where campaigns, some agencies, they do a lot of research. Yeah, they'll research the campaign.
Yes.
They will do sample surveys with people to say, do you like this ad or that ad? But there's also an argument that sometimes, I guess, consumers don't necessarily know what they want.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the spice, right? There's that creativity that they'll only know it once they see it.
Of course, science is very important. So marketing survey, conduct surveys also I think is very important. But I told you, only survey result is maybe a little bit boring. And as you said, survey participants cannot understand what their needs correctly. So we need to extract some needs they don't realize at this time. So how we can identify their hidden needs following marketer intuition, maybe. I think some kind of a marketer intuition is I think art. Kind of art.
How have you positioned Zipair in the market and how have you differentiated it from other airlines?
There are so many great airlines. For example, in Singapore Airline, and I'm in Japan, ANA or Japan Airline. So there are so many great airlines in the world. So we are just started 5 years ago. It's very new. So if we do same activity as other airline, we cannot catch up. So we need to think about new item, the latest something. So how we differentiate from current airline, it's very important. As I mentioned, we rarely focusing on digital experience. For example, when you are in aircrafts, so you need to ask something, your cabin attendant, you need to push call button. And cabin attendant is visiting your seat. And maybe cabin attendant ask you, may I help you? And you need to tell some request to. Okay, for example, to bring blanket or I want to buy something. There are so many steps. But we Zipair developed the inflight system in-house. So our passenger order something from their own device, like Uber in the sky. So digital experience is quite different from other airline, I think. And also Zipair is focusing on not only air ticket, but also other ancillary services. For example, currently there are so many inbound tourists coming from other country to Japan, and they really want to purchase so many Japanese items and bring back into their country.
We talked about how the use of the personal device for ordering food and meals and purchases, that's made it a lot more convenient for the passenger.
Yes.
How has it also helped you as an airline in terms of like the cabin crew and helping the cabin crew to do a better job?
Some data show us, so next 20 years, 1.5 million workforce will be short. So currently it's very important, to keep workforce. And more important is how we can create a comfortable environment for our staff. Our system is very comfortable, not only for passenger, but also as our staff. Because our staff cuts their workload.
One of the great things about Zipair that you've done is you've also made in-flight Wi-Fi free for everyone.
Yes.
And what's enabled you to do that? Like why have you been able to do that when the other airlines have not?
First, so I want to explain about our important 3 criteria as a new basic airline. We think so Zipair is not LCC. Of course Zipair is not full service carrier, but we would like to be new basic airline. So what is a new basic airline? We rarely want to create new value for passenger. So we think 3 criteria is very important. One is airline standard. Airline standard means we provide a full flat sheets. It's almost the same as a business class, as a full service carrier. And we provide a standard sheet. It's a seat pitch is almost the same as a economy class sheet. in other full service carrier. So we never compromise our seat spaces and seat spec because our main route is a long haul from Japan to US. It takes more than 10 hours. So I think the conventional LCC model is a short haul and high frequency, but our model is a long haul model. So we never compromise customer comfortable. It's one big criteria, one big standard, airline standard. And next standard is a ground standard. Okay, so what is ground standard? As you know, in the sky, there are so many restrictions. It was quite different from the situation on the ground. But for passenger, normally you can use your smartphone in ground freely. But in the sky, you cannot use your smartphone like in ground. But we think it's very important. What you can do in ground, we should also provide the same situation in the sky. It's very important. So since we started our business, so we provide a free internet, free Wi-Fi for passenger. And now, so we just start to the high-speed internet services with Starlinks. And we will complete all aircrafts equipped with Starlinks by the end of May. If you use Starlinks, so you can have a Zoom meeting in aircraft with very high-speed internet. So for us, why? So we provide free internet services because it's one of our policy. So what you can do in ground, also we want to provide the same situation in the sky. It's our policy.
And then you also mentioned too, because you fly longer sectors, your comfort is very important. So that's why in your economy class, it's 31-inch in economy, whereas an LCC would normally have 29-inch. So you're providing the extra seat and everything as well. And you also talked about the lie flat business class seat. How popular is the lie flat with customers?
So honestly, in US routes, so I think so full flat seats is always occupied. It's a long haul. But our price is cheaper than full service carrier. So cost performance is very high, I think.
Wow. The other thing too, I noticed I've flown on Zipair.
Yes.
I did a flight from Tokyo to Singapore.
Yes.
And I noticed with the passenger cabin,
Yes.
like my impression, it looks very, very clean and modern kind of look to it. How would you describe the passenger cabin and Zipair, and what were some of the things that you thought about when designing the cabin?
With Zipair, it's very important is how we can keep our branding and how we can have a consistent brand images. It's not just as design. Firstly, we define our core value. Our core value is a new basic airline. So we want to create a new basic, new value. All design and some logo or cabin uniform or interior design is all created from our core value.
And in terms of Zipair's target market, like what type of consumers are you targeting?
Currently, our passenger, Zipair is Japanese airline, but our passenger Japanese is less than 20%. So almost all our passenger is foreign people, inbound tourists, and age, so less than 30 is 66%. So means that Zipair user is very young and non-Japanese. So I think we can say we are really focusing on Gen Z inbound tourists.
And in terms of your company, because you're catering to an international market, I guess that means in terms of your team members, your colleagues, you need different perspectives and international experience. Yes. How do you, for you as a chief marketing officer, how do you get those different perspectives?
At first, so I'd like to express my gratitude, all staff, because why Zipair now is here, because so many diversified staff supports Zipair's business. So I think it's very important is diversity, because as you know, our route is not only Japan but also other area. Our main customer is Gen Z inbound tourists. So we need to tailor their value. So diversity is very important. And I think so. As an organic culture, very important is to be fair and to be open to everything. So I'm a CMO, so I needed to manage our team, but I would like to be open, and I'd like to be honest, and I'd like to be fair to everyone. It's very important, I believe.
Well, thank you very much, Takuya, for being with me today.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Good to meet you. And
Thank you.
I think I learned quite a bit.